All right, so we got a few new additions to the shop area, the garage. My garage is the only shop I got. Yeah, put up all new LED lighting in here, so it's brighter, better for filming. There's even a couple over the top of this garage door right here that when I'm filming and I put the door down and it really lights things up. The problem is I had to learn how to dampen down the exposure in this camera here. This is Sony A6000 and there's a lot of settings and stuff on it. It's not as easy as a GoPro. You just push and shoot, but yeah, I'm getting it, I think. I'm able to stop it down now, so I'm at an f-stop of f6.3 and an ASA of 1/160th. So I think this is pretty good quality. It could wind up being blown out. I apologize if it is, but so besides that, let's walk over here for a second. I got this motorcycle lift, which I'll include a real short bit in, maybe in this video. And I bought that so that I could get the engine out of the bike easier. I think that's going to be helpful when that time comes. Heavy engine. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment. I don't know how I'm gonna get this engine out yet. I might have to. I'm gonna whittle my way down, get as much off of the frame as I can, and then when I go to remove the engine, I'm gonna have to whittle it down to as small a package as possible. And then they say to drop it down and then move it forward and then pull it out. So I don't know how that's gonna go yet. We'll figure it out as we go along. I might have to get a chain fall, which I have. I just don't have it here. It's at my other rented garage. And I might have to make a holder hanger for the chain fall so that it won't be that heavy. I mean, the bike's 700 plus now, but once it's all stripped down, it won't be that heavy. So I'm gonna probably make a bracket that goes up around that garage door opener there that I can put my chain fall on, that I can lift the frame to get more clearance. And I'm not sure if it'll be probably won't be on the table lift when I'm doing this. I'll probably move the table lift out, move the bike off, move the table lift out, and then to get the engine out. And probably with some of the last stuff I'll do is pull the tires and forks and stuff, because I need to be able to roll it around a little bit. But I got to get it all the way down to the frame, because the frame's not going to be black. The frame's going to be the same color as the bike, probably candy apple red. So that's going to get painted. So I need to get everything off of that frame and swing arm and the lower engine tubes or whatever. Anyway, this thing came day before yesterday. I'm gonna push it outside and we'll take a look at it. So what we got here, this is known as a vapor blaster, vapor hone. It's a media blaster that uses water and grit together, and used properly at the right air pressures and with the right blasting media, generally glass beads, it will clean parts but not remove any metal. You can actually blast pistons clean with this thing, and supposedly it won't alter the piston. Not sure I'm ready for that kind of a job yet, but so I just got this. This just came yesterday, no, day before, and I uncrated it, got it off the pallet, and I've just got it screwed to a couple of these Harbor Freight furniture mover deals. And so basically how this works is, it's blasting cabinet, right? Pretty much like any other, but this one incorporates a water pump, media pump. Must be a hell of a media pump, because what it does is it venturis the water up, and then it as you can see, the pickup tubes for the media, that's those two gray tubes that are right there, kind of a T-shaped deal. It goes into the side. That's off the discharge side of the pump. So as the water comes up from the hopper here, it pulls the grit in a venturi fashion up that tube there, which comes out here, which has the air and the water containing the glass beads all come out there, the surface, and that's your blaster. And then this is a rinse. If you want to, you can hook this up to a garden hose or water connection, water bib, and it will spray, you know, clear water, clean water. And then up here is water and grit flies all over in here, so this window gets wet. This is a, you can set the timing on this to every once in a while give you a spritz of water and wash your window off for you. When I got it, it was all wet inside. I don't know why. I cleaned it, dried it out, had some residual grit, I suppose, from the testing of it. And that's a light. It's kind of not much of a light. I might have to add better lighting. And then there's a vent on the back here. That's this tube here. There's a vent tube, 90-degree tube that goes on there, just to, you know, to relieve the air pressure on the inside of it, because you blast and compressed air through there. There's your hookup for your window wash set up there, and that's your window wash setup and your garden hose spritzer, I guess. I don't know. I haven't worked this thing yet. I don't really fully know how it all goes yet. At any rate, there's the timer for setting your window wash spritz that comes off of that. And at any rate, this is the on and off switch for the lighting and for the pump. And those are the drains. And that orange box that's zip tied up there for shipping is the foot pedal to turn it on. And it's just 110, just plugs into the wall. So this is going in the barn, the little building next to the, right next to the air compressor, the big air compressor. This thing's gonna probably hog some air. So it's gonna be ahead of the whole rest of the air system. And so it'll get all the air that it needs off the big compressor that I showed you in one of my previous videos. So I don't know, I'm excited to get this thing in service, and I have a dry media blaster in there right now, and that's going to get moved into the barn. So I'm going to have them both, so it should be pretty sweet. I should be able to use that on the Valkyrie here to clean up, you know, like these wheels and all the metal parts on the fork and all of that stuff. Some guys paint the fork on these. I haven't decided on that yet. By the fork, I mean they paint this outer tube here. These, I want to vapor blast these, the calipers, you know, all of these parts here are going to get cleaned and blasted. You can see how filthy everything is. I mean, and then, I don't know, when I get the motor apart, split the cases and all of that stuff, good Lord, I hope that all goes well, but I might wind up vapor blasting the cases. I don't know yet. It looks to me like that the cases and the heads, or the cylinder linings and all of this stuff are not the cylinder linings, the you know, the cylinders. The cylinders and the engine, all that looks painted. Like if you look at the contrast and color between this, that's not painted. This is painted, I'm quite certain of it. So I might not wind up vapor blasting that, but it's filthy down in here. I mean, it all needs to be cleaned. I can't put it together back together like that. It would just look like crap. So all of that needs to come apart, cleaned, and, you know, just done up. So that's why the vapor hone is to do all this. This probably won't be my first restoration. I'm sorry. This probably won't be my last restoration. It's definitely my first for a motorcycle. I've done big boats. I did a 32-foot twin diesel motor yacht. It took me 17 years to restore it, and I don't own it anymore. I sold it last fall, but yeah, beautiful boat when it was done. So I don't know. This is what I do. Some guys do drugs and drink alcohol. I don't do any of that. I do this kind of stuff. All right, anyway, got off track. Back to the vapor hone. That ain't gonna work out there. And I need to be able, because I don't have a lot of room in that little building, I need to be able to slide this thing back and forth on castors, and it doesn't have any. So I need to build a base with some castors on it today. So that's what this video is about, is getting ready to get the vapor hone in service. So there we go. Let's get at it. All right, that does it.